With that, let's get you up to Indianapolis. Standing by, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh coming off a disappointing loss in the Windy City to Chicago. They take the field. There's been Roethlisberger. And that loss in Chicago, Charles, broke a 9-game regular season winning streak for them.
So we know one thing about Pittsburgh. They know how to win. They also understand that one loss shouldn't derail what they do. But there is some cause for concern because we've heard their offensive guard, David DeCastro, their Pro Bowl player, talk about with all the weapons we have on offense and how we block on the offensive line, shouldn't we be scoring more points and putting up more yardage? So that's something that they'll be focused on going forward. But I'll bet you this. With Ben Roethlisberger at the helm, they'll figure it out.
And at the end of the day, they're still 2-1 going into week 4. Roethlisberger will throw. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh has long prided itself on being a defense-first team, but if you look at the last 3, 4, 5 seasons, it's been their offense that's led them. In 2016, they were 7th overall in total offense, and they can hit you through the air, on the ground. No matter what they do, they're hard to prepare for.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
When you look back at the 2016 season on defense for the Indianapolis Colts, when you look at the raw numbers, you're not impressed. 30th overall in total defense. So what they're trying to improve upon is playmakers. They've got to have some guys who can offset those types of numbers with making big plays and taking the ball away from the opposition.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep for the Colts is Quan Bray. Yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis Colts got their first win of the season in Week 3 against the Browns. Jacoby Brissett bringing them onto the field, and he guided them to that win. They're hoping he can bridge the gap until Andrew Luck returns.
Aren't they eyeing around a Week 6 return?
Yeah,
is that kind of
there.
the report we're getting for Andrew Luck? So in the interim, they go to Seattle next week, which is a tough trip. And Seattle's coming off of a loss to Tennessee, and they're going to be extremely motivated. But then they're home for the 49ers. That should be a game that they can compete and win in. They've got a great opportunity. And then they've got one against Tennessee, who's one of the hottest teams in the league. But they've beaten the Titans 16 out of the last 17 times, so they feel like they've got their number.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a play fake here on first down. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, 62 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now the Colts defensive unit trots back out there. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. Now,
prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. And now he'll tuck it and run. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's looking deep for Bell. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Set on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Led the NFL with 1,448 yards in 2016. The first Colt to do so since Reggie Wayne in 2007. How about this guy? He's been something.
Yeah, 4 straight years now over 1,000 and 3 straight Pro Bowls for T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, what I love about him, inside, outside, he can work it all.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. first down throw for Brissett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down.
Hey, partner, let me take you league-wide for a second. Surprised right now that we only have 2 3-0 teams remaining, Atlanta and Kansas City?
After last week's games, yes, because a number of them came in with great momentum, and you thought that that would continue. I thought Tampa Bay would win at Minnesota and continue to be undefeated. You know, I thought that Oakland had a great chance to be undefeated after playing at Washington. But this league, parity is the word, and each and every week you better be ready to play. But with Atlanta and Kansas City, I thought Atlanta, they shook off the demons of that Super Bowl slump right there in the first game against Chicago when they won a close one, and they've elevated since then. In Kansas City, they continue to be red hot. The last couple of seasons, they've been hard to beat.
Come on, let's go! On third down, Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Colts send out their punter. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. We get a glance at the Colts defense as they work their way back on the field. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's looking deep for Bell. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Set to throw on first. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Colts and the Steelers have very low rushing totals. It has not been an effective part of either team's game plan, and you wonder if either side will give a more concerted effort to run it in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now, 1st and 10, Gore is going to stay between the tackles. He'd end up picking up 14 yards on the run before being tackled. Sticking with the same drive, pass coverage will break down here. And this long run goes for a touchdown as they put the first points on the board. 1st and 10, Hilton's got nobody around him on the catch, and he ends up at their own 31-yard line before he stopped on the play.
Okay, Larry, back here, 7-0 our score as we ready ourselves for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gore. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield Serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively. Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down. Yeah, they add a DB. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. We always look for breakout seasons, and Jack Doyle had one in 2016. 59 catches. What? He didn't even have that in the previous 3 seasons. No, previous 3, 35 combined. But he was stuck behind Kobe Fleener for a while. He went to New Orleans, really opened things up, didn't it? Yeah, Dwayne Allen's been shipped off to New England, so Jack Doyle, truly tight end 1. First down, Brissett. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 10 more there and another first down. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. On first down, it's Gore. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. Following the penalty, it's Gore. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Another carry now for Gore. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. This is Robert Turbin, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep. I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, 41 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the Colts coming out now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's go! The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.